Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Facteroids. Let's get back to it. Just at the top, just to explain kind of what we're doing. We're working on leveling this asteroid. Probably this top section we're going to level down to where these blocks are right here. All the stuff above these blocks we want to clear. All the stuff below the blocks we'll see. The long-term goal is going to be to make this asteroid, convert this into like a multi-level space station, almost. Eventually, we're going to bring colonists onto the asteroid with us. We need to kind of create an atmosphere for them first. We might get into doing a little bit of that this episode. And then once we get people on the asteroid, we can start doing research. We can request supply drops. There's just a bunch, but right now our main focus is just kind of freeing up space. Let's get back into it. I can see our little concrete is moving pretty nicely. So we've got some slabs that are built. We have more that's going to be built out here. Let's keep that going. What I think I want to do is extend out even further. So let's get more landfill down. Maybe one here. And then here and here as well. And then we'll just belt this concrete. We'll have to scale up all this production, but for now, that'll start building the platform for us. We got lots of rock to feed into our cement factory, and we have a ton of ice in this area to feed into the cement factory, so we should be good for a good long time. And then we set up storage here. That's not being used to make these concrete blocks, just for construction purposes or research purposes. So that's all good. Let's check out what's going on by the hub. Got a mine here that looks like it needs to be expanded. This is iron, I believe. Let's clear that guy. And we can add another one somewhere. It's going to be tricky. Camera is going to be tricky in this one, but we'll work around it. Let's mine some iron from there and belt it into the smelter if we can get that going. And I see in there. Okay, that'll help just iron ingot production. And then what we'll end up with, I'm hoping, is a bunch of tiers, a bunch of floors basically to our station. And we probably want those maybe 3 blocks high, 3 or 4 blocks high, so we can navigate the camera. We'll see what happens. We'll see how this all works. I'm not sure it's all going to turn out. All right, so I talked about building an atmosphere. What we need for an atmosphere is oxygen. If you look, let's see, if we look at what we can build, at the very bottom on the left, we've got this thing called an atmosphere dispenser. As it releases oxygen into the atmosphere, I click on the help. Atmosphere dispensers release oxygen in the atmosphere. It takes a lot of oxygen to create an atmosphere. You can build more dispensers to release the oxygen faster. Okay. Oxygen, we saw we have to turn, I think there's 2 steps to that. In the refiner, we melt the ice into water, and then we turn the water in another refiner into hydrogen and oxygen. The oxygen will send into the atmosphere dispenser, but we need a place to put the hydrogen. And for now, we're going to have tons of it. And the only place we really have unlimited storage is in the hub. So I'm looking at this chunk that we're trying to get rid of. We've got tons of ice on here. Thinking maybe we set up our oxygen producer somewhere in this area. Bring the ice down. Instead of sending it into the hub, convert that into oxygen and hydrogen. Then the oxygen into our atmosphere crater, and then just put the hydrogen back on this belt that's going into the hub instead of all this ice. So let's do it. There's a fast way and a slow way. The fast way would be just say, take all the ice coming down and send it through. The slow way would be, let's get a dedicated belt just for the ice. Let's do it the fast way for now. So I'm going to extend this belt. Basically, I want to run this ice into one or more refiners. Let's do that. In fact, do it here. We'll start with 2 of these guys. And run a belt. We're going to say only send this belt here. Only send me ice. Okay, so ice will come down. Ice will still go that way. We'll see. I may totally shut that off. We can set a filter on this little section of belt to say only allow rock through. But for now, I'm going to let the ice through, at least until we have this set up. We need another belt here. That's going to feed into another ice melter. These 2 refiners, let's set those to water. Boom. And you to water. Remember if we're actually producing the carbon fiber or not. I think we might be. I can't remember. Did we set that up? I think we might. Let's go for the assembly line upgrade and we can see how this works. I'm going to click that on both of these guys. Assembly line upgrade. Set the recipes to water. Did I do that? Ice melting and ice melting. Okay, water's going to come out of here, so let's put pipes. Now we want to convert that into hydrogen and oxygen. So a couple more refiners for that. Those can go right there. Set those to the hydrolysis recipe. Hydrolysis recipe. We'll queue up the upgrade on these 2. I think, or no, yeah, we gotta wait till they're built. Ice is still moving into the hub. Okay, that guy I'm going to upgrade to assembly line. This one's built. I'm going to do the same thing, assembly line. That's all the upgrades we have right now unlocked. So now we're going to get hydrogen and oxygen out of here. The fact that once these get upgraded, I think we're going to be able to set a filter on this bell. Actually, let's do one more. Yeah, let's do... That's ice. We'll just go with this. We'll go with this for now. This one, I'm going to say... Little belt coming out from this refiner. I'm going to say, just give me hydrogen. We're going to send that onto the belt going back into the hub. We're going to have a ton of this. We don't want it backing up all of our production. You hop on out of here. And then the oxygen, we're going to just send into the atmosphere. This atmosphere dispenser. Oh, we need to make nickel. So before we can even construct this, we're going to need to smelt some nickel. We'll do that next. We can put the building down, at least the initial one. Okay, this is the guy that's going to be taking oxygen. Boom, we'll plop that down. Set a filter on this guy. Say, give me the oxygen. From that belt over to the atmosphere creator guy. Okay, there goes hydrogen. Because these guys both have the assembly line upgrade, you can see this refinery on the left, I'm not belting out hydrogen or oxygen or anything. But you can see it's producing. It's sending its oxygen down this way, and it's sending its hydrogen off that way. Just as part of this assembly line configuration. Both have the assembly line upgrade. They're next to each other so they can share inputs and outputs. All right, so that's good. Now, in order to get this thing actually kicking out oxygen into the atmosphere, we need carbon fiber, which we have in inventory. I can see it up here in the top right. But we need nickel, which we don't have. So we're going to have to hunt for that. Ooh, look at our concrete. Already done. We're going to take, let's extend this a bit. Camera's going to be challenging, like I said. Let's extend our landfills. Right now our concrete's backed up, and then we'll get to working on the nickel. So how about landfill there, landfill there, here and here. And we're building out a big concrete platform. I believe some of the housing, some of the stuff for our colony needs to be built on these concrete blocks. So that's why we're bothering with that. Let's get our concrete routed to these guys. These belts on right direction. That's going to get fed. That's going to get fed. That one and that one will all be fed concrete. We'll have more blocks. In fact, we could do a bunch more of these. Let's do it. That. Concrete down. Cross to you and cross to you. Boom, boom. Okay, so we got a bunch of those guys filling in. And now let's look for the nickel. We'll down on the bottom right, I'm going to click the seismogram. Let's see if we can find nickel. I wonder if it's this blue stuff. Nice, we could find some on the surface. I don't think we mined any of this yet. Rock, ice, silicon, concrete. I think so. Let's see if we can find it. Green stuff, I think that's green. I think that was silicon. Oh, man. Oh, we have some on the surface over here, it looks like. Hope there's a lot, but I don't see a ton. That looks like that might be it. Let's turn off this guy. Nickel right there. Oh man, can our drones even get here? It looks like they can. This is all connected to the main asteroid, so that's good. So we need to mine this and smelt it. Then we can use it for construction materials. So let's see. We need to mine it. Where I'm going to put the storage for it. Do this. Not a ton of it either. Ooh, man, I hope we don't need tons of this. Just thinking I want to smelt some and I want to store some. So you are going to be my smelter. Let's smelt it. Got to get power out here as well. We'll have to run power poles. This smelter should automatically get its recipe, but we can do it. Nickel. I just want to store that for building purposes. Fine, right there. And then I also want to mine some, just in case we need just the ore. Sometimes you just need the ore for storage too, or for building purposes or unlocks. I'm just going to put another miner down and we're going to unstore that unsmelted. There. Now we need to get power over here. Back up. You can find power way over there. Not a lot of power nearby. So we're going to have to run a big, long power cable. That's fine. Maybe from up this way. Do it. Grab power poles. Only one ice block each for these, so find a way up there. I don't care how you do it. Good. Our little robots will wire power up. And then that'll give us the nickel ingots we need to build our atmosphere. Did I do this all right? I think I did. Yeah, to build our atmosphere dispenser, we'll be in good shape. I think we're good. Let me just make sure my belts. That's going straight into storage. That's going to get smelted. Belts are all active, and that goes into storage, and then our drones can just pick that up for construction purposes. All right, let's go find the hub. See if we can make more progress on our platform and stuff. Digging out around it. Where are you? This might be us here. Going around the way we usually do it. Okay, that belt is loaded. Taking materials off of this big asteroid. Or off of this section that we want to clear. And sending those into the hub. What else can we do around the hub here? We've got an iron mine. Feeding steel production that is of iron. Oh, man, I'm so happy when that thing's out of our way. But I'm using this for this ice. I'm just clearing and sending that into storage. I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to dig a hole there. And I want to keep feeding iron into this iron ingot production. Well, that's actually steel production. One there, and one here. Back, that's not going to work. Belt. Yeah, I deleted something I didn't want to. Not sure what it was. These guys are now kind of disconnected. Can kind of fix that. This one can be rotated. Just trying to flatten this area out. That's all these guys are doing. We'll rotate this guy one more time. And you can send your ice into the hub this way. I think. This guy's doing rock. Send that into the hub. And I've got a port in the hub here that's free. I'm actually going to export rock. Let's say rock here. How much do we have? 678 in storage. I'm going to start using that for landfill. That should start sending rock out. And then that rock will fill in these two landfill cubes we have right here and right here. We'll have a platform that's dirt. We can put all our factory stuff on that. Then we're going to have a platform that is made out of concrete over here. This is going to be, we can put factory stuff on this too, but it's mainly going to be for our colony as we build it. Looks like we might be out of rock or something. I don't see concrete being made. Let's see what we're missing. No, it's being made. Just being distributed. Guess we need to scale up basically everything. Guys complaining about power. We just needs this belt built. These guys were melting stuff for us. Let's keep that effort going. Or freezing lava, I should say. Down some more freezers. Can be freezed. Got 2 more over here that can be frozen. That'll put that ice to use. We have more blocks that can be frozen here. I don't want to freeze everything, but the asteroid is huge. So I think we'll have access to lava when we need it. But I want to freeze this stuff here just so we can clear it out. Do it. Freezer here. And there. Drag this belt of ice down. I'll keep these guys busy. We can work this whole area down flat. We can get a little more aggressive here too and do some more mining. Right there. Load some more ice into our hub. And then later we can just export it whenever we want. Looks like our landfills over here are done. Let's extend them. This is just the dirt. Put one here. I think, although that's going to cut off a power line. That's fine. Solve that problem later. There. There. Taking rock here and using that to create some flat areas for us. Cement's doing its thing. Got another landfill we can place right there. Build out our platform. Boom. All right, are we producing atmosphere yet? Not yet. What are we waiting on? We're waiting on our nickel. One more piece of nickel we need. Our robots are going to bring it over for us. Meantime, this belt looks totally backed up. Did I... something? Yeah. We lost our path into the hub, so let's do a new path. This guy over to there. Resource going into the hub. We've got a bunch of ice going into the hub. This ice can go into the hub. We just need to activate that belt. This ice can go up. These freezing units. All right, let's see where that nickel is. There's a problem with how we hook that up. Where are you, nickel? Fusion reactor. I'm going to see one of these firing. We'll have to go look and maybe scale up that operation too. Power right now is great. We're not in too much trouble. We're in any trouble at all. Looking for a nickel operation. I suppose I could turn on this guy. Seismogram. Maybe, was it here? Looks like there's some nickel here. Take a look. Yeah, that's us. Let's see what's going on here. Because we're waiting for some of this nickel to get smelted. Okay, these guys are complaining about power. Looks like I need one more power pole. Right there, just to get this connected. That was my bad. Drones are on their way. Robots, we have extra robots. They're sitting idle. And here comes the robot at the bottom with a cube of ice for us. Get that power pole, and then we should have our nickel, and we should start being able to produce atmosphere slowly. That robot's still on its way. Here it comes. This should all come to life. Very cool. We got nickel going into storage, and then nickel being smelted into ingots. We need only like 1 ingot or something to build that atmosphere dispenser. Yeah, 1 nickel ingot is all we need. There it is. See if a drone comes and gets it. There's a drone on the move. A robot on the move. Speed up time a bit. There he goes. All right, let's go find our atmosphere dispenser. Right over here. Check it out. I go down to normal speed here. Here we go. This guy is kicking out oxygen. Atmosphere level is 1. There's a bunch of levels. And it's showing we have 15 oxygen in the atmosphere so far. And then showing our progress to the next level. Once we get to 16, we'll be at level 2. It takes more and more oxygen for each level. We'll see that in a second. We're at 15 out of 16. Boom. Congratulations, you're at level 2. Now it takes 38 oxygen to get to the next level. This will get into the thousands of how much oxygen is required. But right now, our main reason for doing that is just to chew up some of this ice. We need the atmosphere, for sure. Let's see if we can scale this up. Let's build another one of these. You can put it right here. Boom. And pipe in some oxygen, or belt in some oxygen. I'd like to use up actually all this ice if we could, but probably won't be able to. Some of this ice we could be using to freeze these blocks too. Some of the ice coming off of this belt. Okay, I'm just looking at how much oxygen we're getting out of here. Looks like these two could probably keep up with that. These guys are pumping nonstop. Could go for 1 more. Scale this up 1 more all the way around. I'm not sure what the ratio is to like refineries to the ice melting refinery to the hydrolysis refineries. I think we have an upgrade here. Oh, no, we're already upgraded. What should we do? More atmosphere or melt or freeze this ice? Or freeze these lava blocks? I think we should do more atmosphere. Let's do it. I copy that building and pop it right there. That's our ice melter refinery. It doesn't need special pipes and everything. If we can get it upgraded to the assembly line. Oh, I don't have a good place to put another one of these guys. They need to be in a line. Guess we can put it right there. Let's do it. You can go here. And this block right there is going to be filtered to hydrogen. And we need to upgrade these guys both to have the assembly line upgrade. They won't need their own inputs and outputs. They'll share with the other machines. Need an upgrade on this guy and then a recipe for hydrolysis. Bam. Not going to do anything until it gets the upgrade because it's not getting any inputs yet. Should have the upgrade soon. Boom, boom. Now we're back and up and running. You can see as soon as that upgrade took, we started getting oxygen out of all 3 of these coming out. And the hydrogen byproduct from all 3 of these came out. What's this guy complaining about? Okay. No recipe selected. We want this guy to melt ice. So hopefully we'll get more production. And then we need maybe one more atmosphere guy. Doesn't look like it. This guy, this middle refiner is kicking out the oxygen from all three of these refiners. Take a look at the level we're at now. We're at level 3. It takes 120... Whoops. Takes 67 to get to the next level. We're about to go to level 4. Now it's 105. That's helping. Still have lots of oxygen. I mean, lots of ice on this belt. What are these guys doing? I've got... Oh man, the camera. Got a couple miners here we could probably get rid of. The hole and dig a hole. Got a block that needs to be frozen there. That's easy enough. And then I've got what? More ice, iron. I don't want to get rid of all this stuff, so let's put iron miner here. Should just make its way into the hub, and then we can pull it out of the hub later when we need it melted or whatever. We want to get rid of this entire rock here. Take a look at our concrete. Still moving. Power problems. I think I may have disconnected us. Some just run power poles. Landfill over here is done. Let's see. What do we want to do now? Just thinking how we're going to be able to navigate through here as we build this out into a series of tiers. Let's see. I think I want a gap of at least 3 layers, so we'll hollow out the center of the asteroid here. How best to do that? Oh man. Alright, this guy is producing iron ingots for us, I think. Get rid of that. The block that needs to be frozen. Have ice here. Let's do it. Freezer on this guy. Boom. We got ice nearby. Let's see if we can get that over to that one. In fact, I might want to rotate this mine here. Belt your ice to that freezer. And I've got iron I can mine right here. And it'll go through and get smelted into iron ingots and sent up to the hub. We're going to want to take this deeper and deeper when we do this. We got iron to mine here that we could put on there. Let's do that now. Miner, this block here. All gets smelted. All of that's going into the hub. Let's just keep hollowing things out. This is just going to be stone or rock. Send that into the hub. Hard to get at back here. Got iron here that can be mined. Let's do it. I'll send that in this way if I can get it in there. Yeah. Boom. I could turn into iron ingots. An upgrade on this yet? Nope. Guess we'll let that area run as it is. Our atmosphere. We're at level 5. And we need 150 to get to the next level. The atmosphere, I think, we'll eventually see some clouds and stuff. I'm not sure how this actually works. If the atmosphere is just, we'll just have to see. Yeah, it's showing. I click on a block. No, I'm not sure. Wondering if these atmosphere generators need to be like on the platform or not. We'll see. On this platform where we're eventually going to build our colony out. Sure. Built here that's confused about where to go. You can go up. Need to go the other direction. Need this landfill. Gonna build a concrete slab for us. Power looks good. We're on our way. Tell you what, let's wrap this episode here. We're starting to produce atmosphere. If for no other reason than to get rid of some of this ice. But we are going to need it. I'm just not sure the dynamics of the atmosphere. I think it builds a bubble. I'm just not sure if it builds a bubble from where it's at. Let's see. Sunshine. Really need atmosphere on this slab. So we may have to reroute this oxygen up to here somehow. So we'll maybe start picking away at that next episode. In between episodes, I may do a little bit more terraforming or setting up miners and things, so it's a little easier for us to work the camera. But that's it for this episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy this series on Facteroids, cool game. I like the, I don't know, the aesthetic of this game, the look of it. I really like it, but we have a lot of work to do. We'll get back to it next episode. With that, I'll see you all in the next one.